All right, so wanted to turn the music off for this part. So one-arm drills. We have a ton of one-arm drills that we do at Laird's Training. This one right here is called a square stance, no rotation, one arm. So you do bottom hand and top hand with this. My bottom hand has gotten very strong over the years. It's still very good. Top hand is still strong. It's just not like what it used to be with the shoulder surgeries and stuff. But I can still hit my line drives and be more efficient. The bottom hand is normally the weaker hand for most guys, unless the exception to that rule would be the lefties that hit lefty and throw right, different right there. But for the most part, guys with one arms, the bottom hand, they're very, very weak on, and mostly because that top hand's more dominant, they're more powerful. So the stronger you can get that bottom hand, the better, first of all, in one arm drills. But two, most of the problems that I see with kids have to do with front side work. So when someone says pull off, it's front shoulder, front hip, front knee, it could be the ankle, it could be ankle instability issues, mobility issues, core stability issues. There's a lot of things that go into it when it comes to the body. However, a lot of people focus on rotation. They try to really get everything into it. And there's a reason why a lot of guys that were taught Squish the Bug are able to rotate efficiently right now and as they get older. I'm very rarely worried about someone rotating. Now, there's certain people, obviously, they're way behind. They're front side dominant. They push. They're not really getting any rotation. They have that phantom rotation where they kind of drift and just turn instead of really rotating the pelvis. And we'll do certain things like that. But a lot of that rotation work comes from med ball work, Finch drill work, working on really kind of separating the shoulders and really like holding them in that hip shoulder separation position and swinging. But for this drill specifically, the front side pulling is one of the most common, if not the most common flaw there is. Whether you're a young kid, use the smallest bat possible, or an older guy, use the smallest bat possible. I'm just using a sweet spot bat. It's 31 inches long. I'm keeping my front side closed, and what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to keep everything centered. I'm trying to keep my feet down, and I'm trying to stay connected, and I'm trying to get this through without flying open. Top hand, same thing. I'm trying to get this through without flying open. There's going to be some rotation like what you see here. But if you feel a little too much, you'll see the ball drop the barrel, you see the ball go in the wrong direction. The bottom hand is where you can really be great at this and almost barely move the body. I can't stress this enough. Like if you're able to get into those positions and move efficiently and getting the hands through, because that's the thing is like a lot of these new age guys, man, and I'm not against new age. I'm a blend of old school and new school. But I'll say this. When I swing a sledgehammer, I ain't fucking thinking about my hips and my body. I'm getting my torque, I'm getting my hands, I'm swinging with my hands. I'm creating that hand-eye coordination. I think there's a lot to say with that thought process and that mindset. Like my hands control that sledgehammer. If I'm just thinking, I'm gonna use my hips, I'm gonna really torque my hips, I'm gonna go hips before hands, I'm gonna really go, I'm not controlling. I really think there's a lot to it, especially with boxers. Like when you're throwing a punch, you're aiming for a target or where a target's going to be while it's moving. The hands have a lot to do with the swing. I don't care what anybody says that's different. We work a lot of knob direction here because we create the knob direction and then we turn the barrel. We don't push, but this is one of those things that can help create that. There's a reason why you see big leaguers and young guys or elite guys using directional work. This is one of them. And it also helps fix that sequence in the swing. So this is the drill of the day, something I wanted to video today. Do it, get better, develop.